If you ever feel exhausted even though your life looks good, the problem usually isn't effort, it's misalignment. And ignoring that, it'll cost more than you think. So I'm in a season where a lot is working on paper. I have a well paying job, a family that I love, and a business that I'm building on the side. But I also have long commutes, constant deadlines, and also pressure that doesn't turn off once the workday ends. For a long time, I thought that this was just the price of responsibility, but I don't think that's fully true anymore. So here's an insight that helped me change the way that I think about balance. See, balance isn't about evenly distributing your time. It's about adapting to the season that you're in without losing presence. Most people try to solve burnout by doing one of two things. They push harder and then they just numb out. Or they quit prematurely and blow up the whole structure. See, but both ways miss the real issue. See, what actually creates burnout isn't effort. It's carrying the wrong things for too long without adjusting the way that you actually carry them. Here's how I'll break it down. There are two types of work that I would say happen in most adult lives. There's maintenance, and those are the things that keep life running. And then there's creation, the things that kind of move your life forward. When maintenance dominates for too long, even the most meaningful work will start to feel heavy. Exactly why weekends feel a lot lighter for people. Not because work is evil, but because creation finally has the room to breathe. See, the mistake that most people make is they think the solution is motivation. But in reality, it's not. See, the solution is intentional adjustment. That means you have to talk to yourself pretty often. And you have to say things like, what's draining me more than it should be in my life right now? What's unfinished but still important to me? What am I postponing that actually just needs structure? Balance isn't found, it's recalibrated. For me, this showed up at home. I'd be physically present but mentally gone. Replaying deadlines, trying to solve tomorrow's problems, missing what was right in front of me. One thing I'll say is what I realized was simple but uncomfortable for me. If you don't mentally close one chapter before starting the next, you'll bring it with you. To be honest, that's not a discipline problem. It's more of like a transition problem. See, I also learned that I'm very good at suppressing stress. Sometimes I don't even notice it until my body actually points it out and says that I'm stressed, which could come in the form of headaches, fatigue, small habits that could creep in. It really forced me to stop asking myself, how do I do more? And it made me start asking what actually fits right now. I'll say the biggest change I made, it wasn't some big dramatic change. No. And I started writing things down. No, not to optimize, but to be honest. Seeing my responsibilities visually, it made me have to come to peace with a lot. Not everything deserves my attention at the same time. See, I also learned that some things aren't failing, they're just waiting for the right season. And that shift alone reduced way more stress than any productivity system ever did. If you're in a season where you feel stressed, tired, or quietly stuck, I don't think that means you're doing life wrong. It usually means you're overdue for an adjustment, not a reset. So here's the question I'll leave you with. What are you carrying right now that might need structure more than pressure? If this resonates with you, I would love to hear how you're navigating your new season.